Hey, we are live on a Saturday, very early in the morning, and it's the first Saturday of March. So finally, the all-star panel is reassembled. I've got Kristan, my daughter, the comic slayer over here,
Hello.
and I got Garage Geek, also known as David, and the wonderful Mary M.
Morning.
Good morning.
We were all thinking that David was going to be late, and he was totally not late.
Nope.
So,
I mean,
Awesome.
he shows up with his hair looking so dapper too. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I threw water on it. I slicked it down. I got my dog calm right there.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I got
your
one
dog
between the
needs to be in
legs, one over here.
cute.
I'm trying to move to see him better. Like that's going to give me a different angle.
There he is.
Aw, there we go.
Oh,
Aw.
I don't know what that did for my nose, but okay.
William Lee's here. Good morning.
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 James is here. He's supposed to fix the Carl bot over on the Discord at Omni Dog's Vault because it's ignoring me now for some reason. It was always putting my stuff up and then it started ignoring me. Rising Phoenix Railroad is here. Mark Bell. Oh my God, wait, it's March. Crap, I have so much to do. Hey.
Hey, Mark.
The Ides are
News
coming.
Tweet channel peeks in. Awesome. So, what do y'all think? It was a short month last month.
I had
I
a
have-
crazy month. You've heard me just ranting about school. I don't know what's in the water, but these kids.
You had a hard time.
Good
this
month.
week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, is spring break coming up soon? Do they get antsy before they know
This
they're
year,
going to have?
I think it's in April.
Oh, okay. It's a little early for that.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah,
They need it. I need it.
I'm sure.
Who's got a cat going?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's Puffy.
Is that Buffy? She's
Yeah.
like, let me in there.
I'll let her in.
She,
Gotta
she
go get
wants
her.
in.
Yeah, I have to really be careful with mine now because she used to just be so calm in here, but now if I let her in this library, she likes to lay between those bins behind me, which is fine. But then she gets behind Galactus, the 18-inch figure, and she wants to like paw at him and stuff. And I'm afraid she's gonna knock him over, and I'm gonna cry if it breaks. So
Oh, no.
I say put your Galactus up and let her play.
Run free.
well, the only other
Yeah,
problem is
that's what I
she
say.
she climbs on top of the comics though, and I have open bins, so she's walking on the edge of,
It's okay.
and I'm like,
They're just comic books. Let her be walking on them. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
He's worried about those Mylar bags.
I know I got mine into like my dogs do all kinds of crap to my comics in my room. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, it's the truth.
Elon is here. Good morning, Elon.
Hey, Elon.
News Pre Channel. I thought that was a cat outside my house because
Oh,
Chris had a good mic. Good mic.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
this girl. She was going to scream the whole time.
Whoop, there she goes.
I was hoping
He's
we
gonna
were doing
drink.
one of those videos where all of a sudden she starts clawing your face.
She would never.
Oh,
She doesn't have it in her now.
Animals are so unpredictable.
Not this
You
girl.
say never, and then all of a sudden,
She is a cuddle queen, though.
Yeah,
I
loves
go over
people.
there. I go over there, and she gets right up on top of me, and
aw.
yeah, she loves me. I think she loves everyone, though. So
She does love you, though.
yeah,
You did say you hated
Mark-
cats until you met her, so.
yeah. One of the many things that
Kristen,
Formerly
your
held
poor
belief.
childhood.
What's
You're-
that?
Your poor childhood, Kristen. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Daddy wouldn't let you have a cat. That's wrong.
We
right
had
there.
dogs, but
Oh,
You need both.
I know.
you ever asked for a cat? Did you?
Well, you hated them, so why would I do that?
See, this is coming out. It's
You would have
coming
said
out.
no.
Let it out, Kristan.
You would have
Oh,
said no.
In one of the apartments we lived in when she was a baby, there was a black and white cat that just ran around the building, and we let it in and would feed it sometimes. And one day it just scratched the shit out of my arm, just cut me open, right? Just
Well, you let
And-
a feral cat.
I don't think it was feral. It was
That-
someone's cat, probably.
That happened to me too. I had a stray cat on my porch, and this thing was not trusting people but trying. So I would be able to pet it once in a while, but it would turn around and just all of a sudden just scratch you. So one day I was petting it right before work, and man, it turned around and whacked onto my arm, and it would not let go, and the blood started running down my arm, but I didn't do anything. I just pet it, and it looked at me, and it slowly let its teeth go. Like, but if I had started hitting it,
yeah.
but the thing is, like, it hurt like hell. But I said to myself, no, don't freak out. I mean, it's a wild cat. It's my fault. I'm the one trying to pet it. So sorry, Larry. You got a scratch. I got that huge thing, but
Buddy.
they're wild cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh, go ahead, Larry.
Go ahead. No, I'd say I didn't know a thing about cats at the time. So
Well, you know, you can get scratched now. Mary, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say years ago, my friends were moving, this and that, and they wanted to get rid of they took in a feral cat. I'm like, at the time I had 2 other cats. And this cat, boy, there were many times I was like, same thing, bleeding down my arm. And you handled it the right way. That's the best you can do. I mean, they're scared. They're not doing it to be mean. And
Mhm.
this cat, he cut me probably once a week. And I just loved him anyway, because I knew if I didn't take care of him, I just had a bad feeling for his fate, so I just dealt with it. And we had that kind of relationship.
Yeah,
I hear some rumbling now.
Yeah, that's Buffy.
Buffy's having fun with that tail.
She's like,
Yeah, Alexander would never do that. See there.
no. He's got some guarding issues though. One night he spent his entire night guarding. Every time we come in from a walk, we like wipe his feet with baby wipes, and I accidentally dropped one. He spent his entire night guarding that wipe. So he's got some mental health issues, but
I mean, don't
He's
we
got-
all though?
that
He's
is
got-
true. That is
He's
true.
got wipe envy.
Wipe envy. Because he views it like, oh, this is something I don't normally have. I don't know, but it's like, what's it called? Resource guarding. That's the
I've never heard that
technical.
before.
Yeah.
Bill's here.
I know.
It's been a long time since he caught us live. Hey,
Hey.
News Pooey says, I found and fostered a semi-blind cat back in November for about 2 weeks before I could get it to the actual foster. Very playful.
Yeah.
My right arm is still recovering from a multitude of scratches.
Oh,
Exactly.
Mm. Hey, maybe we should all learn that when you have a feral cat around, you should buy some of those arm guards.
Like a
Seriously.
falconry.
Yes. Yes.
that's a good idea.
That would save us a lot of like scratches and gouges and blood.
Blood.
All right, let's get right into this, huh? Garage Geek always says, well, nothing's changed. Well, because I'm not buying everything in sight. See, this is progress for me, right? I'm letting stuff bank up without buying it all immediately.
Well, then let me just be typical then. Nothing's changed.
Well, I've added some things, and some
Yeah.
things have got
I think it's
released.
changed in the wrong direction. Okay, so yellow means it's FOMO, like FOMO
It's
is
starting
ramped
to
up.
build. It's starting
Yeah,
to build.
FOMO's
That's
starting
the
to
first
build.
level.
There's a lot of yellow.
It's all
First
yellow.
yellow.
Well, that's because, again,
It's nearly
I'm
all
letting
yellow.
stuff go. I'm not buying it when it comes out, so it's just it's biking up here. See, because I mean, the
Ollie-
old me would have already bought Iron Fist at $77.50 and probably the Black Panther second volume. But the
Okay.
new budgeting Larry is not buying these all immediately. See,
I told you for months and months and months, buy the Rick and Morty. Just buy that because it's like weird. It's quirky. Number 2,
Yeah.
Iron Fist is out in Epic Collection. It's a quarter of that price. It's $25. If you really want it, you can get it for
Paperback,
$25.
I'm gonna have the singles than a paperback.
You'd rather have the singles than a paperback?
Than a paperback. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the paperbacks are beautiful. They're so nice to hold. They're so easy to read.
You
They're
won't convince
gorgeous.
them. You won't convince them.
Yeah, I'm so
I mean,
interested in watching this part.
If
I had
it's
no-
a matter
I had no
of
other
money,
option.
if
If
it's
I
a
had no
matter
other
of money,
option.
and by the way, you know that one issue of Iron Fist that I think it's number 15 goes for hundreds of dollars.
And that's why I don't really collect singles per se anymore.
Yeah, so
I mean, that's one of the reasons.
your first statement was kind of like, ugh, I'd rather have the singles.
Right. If I have a choice, singles, trades, or hardcovers, I'm going to say hardcover. And then my second choice is singles.
And then the third choice, the never choice.
Is never.
Well, I won't say never. I won't say never.
They're so nice. The Epic collections are so nice and they're affordable. They
They
are
are
great
nice.
on shelves.
Mark says like the Hellboy arm guards, arm guard reference. Yeah, there you go. Like a bracer.
Yeah, like the ones, what's his name, always draws because he can't draw arms. What's the artist who can't draw arms and feet?
Oh,
Rob
Rob.
Liefeld.
Yes.
Liefeld.
We can all be Rob Liefeld characters.
So how do I put myself on the bottom and move Garage Geek up? So
Don't
then
ask me that.
Yeah, that sounded terrible, didn't it? So
I
do
got
just
no
have to-
suggestions.
I think
Why
I
does
have
it
to take
matter?
myself out and then put it back. Is that what I do?
I'm
Why
sorry,
does it
what?
matter?
Well, because every time I put up a deal here, it blots his face out. I'd rather blot my face out.
Oh, I don't care. No. Look at this. No, block it. Please.
Come on.
There ought to be a rearrange thing, but there's not.
It's because I come in last. I have to come in earlier and beat someone else and make them go. Never mind. I don't want to talk about.
Oh, it's our show now. It's all paperbacks now.
That didn't work.
Oh, he's back.
I
He's
guess
back.
I'd have to take us both out and then put you back first. Is that it?
No, I think you have to pay in order to rearrange people. That's what I heard.
It's
Yeah.
probably
It's
well,
like it's like a advanced feature. Just
That's
I
probably
don't
it.
care. Look at this. Ew. Click me out.
All right,
The little
all right.
symbol. Hurry.
Okay.
Yay.
Elon's asking if I've considered adding the DC Marvel amalgam crossovers. Well, just wait till we get to part 2, the second page of this.
I think those are huge FOMO ones. So that's like something you need to buy. Because I don't think they would stay in print. But yeah, we'll talk about those.
That's what I was going to say. Take it off.
Ah, Elon with the advice.
Elon says, do you have to get the in-cal in that edition? You could always just get the oversized hardcover.
Take it off.
Uh,
I
So
saw you
is
out of that. Take it off.
what's the difference? No, I love Mobius. I want that.
I guess it's the slipcase, right?
Take it off.
Yeah, you have a
So-
click case that goes over the book.
Well, I know what a slipcase is, but I mean, so is that the only
Jeez.
difference?
You missed my
Maybe-
whole my hand. I was acting it out with my hands.
I see
But I
like
can't
movement
see it.
down
I
there.
can't see.
I'm glad you missed it because I was thinking this is really stupid what you're doing right now. Everybody knows what a slipcase is.
I think there's some other differences. I think there's some extra art in there because I watched the Taylor Talks Comics live stream and he showed it, and that's why it ended up on there.
Take it
There's
off.
some sketches.
Stop watching live streams of other people when you're just going to add books to this list.
Well, that is the DCBS variant that I think. Yeah, that is that. That was the cheapest one.
I mean, well, if that's the one you really want, remember you have $150 to play with over the next month.
At a time in monthly increments. That's right.
So then you could buy that one and one other book, basically. And from this list, I'm not seeing. Okay, you love the gallery editions, so definitely the Hulk
Right.
gray,
Yep. That's going to happen.
and the buddy mask. That would bring you to 160, and that's right around your budget. Boom, done, solved. And then, yeah, I mean, all these
You mean for my March order you're talking about?
Yeah, we haven't seen the next page though. But for all these Omnibuy, you already have a room full of them. I think haven't you hit like Omnibuy like overload at this point? Like where you're like, you can buy a couple more, but you don't need every single one that comes out.
He won't
I know
admit it,
Kristan-
but yes.
I think Kristen's even selling off some of hers. Yeah, it's Omnibuy. I think you've hit Omnibuy overload. So I think, for example, on this list, the one by what's his name? I can't find it. The Hulk one. Where is it? Oh, by Peter David. Don't you already have some in that series?
Well, yeah, I'm going to complete it. I have all the first. Let's see. I've got all 5. The only one I'm missing is the Maestro.
Well, then I think to finish that set, you could get that one. I think that would be smart, right? Because especially I think you've reviewed some of his other stuff and you really, really enjoyed it.
Right.
So that would be a good omnibus to get.
I think, I think for March I'm probably going to do the Maestro, and then what's the other thing? The Moorcock multiverse, that'll probably be part of it.
Yeah, you love that Moorcock, so you might as well. Let's be honest. That'll be a segment called "Let's Be Honest," Larry. You know you're going to get that one.
I'm going to get that, and the Maestro, and then probably the gallery edition, if that'll fit in 150. It might not. Will that do that? Yeah, that'll fit. Yeah. So that'll probably be all I get for March.
I mean, that's
the rest are just going to have to bank.
Thing. The Marvel art of Alex Maleev, I'm not. Yeah. I've gotten a couple of the Marvel art books, and to me, I haven't been very satisfied with them. Like they put the art, and it's like really small on some pages.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. I like Maleev a lot, so I'll probably end up getting it, but I'm going to let it bank it until or who knows how long, probably for months.
I've gotten a lot of the the soft cover ones, and those things are pretty bad. Like they don't consider the dimensions of the book before they put the art on it or something. It's very weird. A lot of blank space. I'm wondering.
He's saying it's just a slipcase and a print. Well, I wonder what the price difference is, though. See, I haven't pulled up just the OHC. If it's a
my
big
thing is that book's been around, so like I wouldn't put it above things.
And you could probably.
Well, I don't. These that have with the dotted line, that just means it's released. Those aren't in any sort of order.
I'd still
take it. Okay.
I could just pick and choose from those whenever.
Just take it off.
Well, why are you so against that? You don't like Mobius?
Dude, you don't even have that. Like, I don't even know. Do you have any other Mobius books? There's tons out there. Why pick one? That's what's confusing me.
I guess because Taylor.
You have those library books. You haven't bought any of those. Like,
yeah, the only Mobius I own right now is the Marvel Gallery of Parable, the Silver Surfer.
So how do you love him so much?
I've had some in the past,
fan.
and I've had some of the
fake fan,
and I've had some of the heavy metals and that with his art in it, and I always liked that, and I just never managed to get a hold of any of it. So,
I just think you should stop adding to your list.
Also sidebar. I think those Fear Agent books you'll be able to take advantage of the. I think they'll be in the red tag sale. I think everyone thought those would sort of sell out, and I really haven't seen that. I feel like they're always up and available. So, as like a positive, I think you'll be able to like pull like a Black Science thing on that and maybe grab them for like $19.99.
It's still on my wish list, and I keep hoping it's going to get further discounted. And
so I'm just watching. Yellow.
Well, you don't think it needs to be yellow?
No,
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like I'm somewhere in between, like where you and Kristan sit on these things, and I'm even saying like I don't think it needs to be yellow.
Okay, that might become clear next month then,
Yeah.
or after I'll change that.
How about Rick and Morty? Both Rick and Mortys. That's 80, and then the gallery edition, that's 110, and then there was another one that was 30. Oh, the gallery edition, and then the Michael Moorcock, that was 130.
Well, I could do that, but then I would have.
You're getting a lot more for your money.
Mm.
Yeah, but see, that Maestro has been sitting there for a while. I don't know how much stock there is of that. You think should it be yellow, or do you think it's going to hang around more?
Okay, well then why don't you just buy the first 3 on your list? Hulk, Rick and Morty, and that's like 80, and that's 150, and they're all FOMO, so you're getting rid of your 3 FOMOs right at the beginning.
Yeah, and the gallery editions, it's not like those sell out, so you could leave that lower on the list. I kind of like that idea, David. Like, pick from the top.
And I think you'd like the Rick and Morty stuff. I know you like the Simpsons stuff. I even bought the Simpsons because of your video. I think I still have to read it.
I was Omni.
Oh, well, I really think it's a gorgeous book. And so if the Rick and Mortys are anything like it, they're going to be beautiful pieces of art to have on your shelves.
Yeah.
So I say Rick and Morty and the Hulk right there. And if you want
I won't be reading for March. That'll be reading for 2 or 3 months from now, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no way he's reading any of that.
For March.
Oh, so you're considering what you're going to read immediately in your purchase?
No, I'm not. He was, I think. Or Elon was. Yeah, Elon says, I will message you when Fear Agent is out of print so you can pick them up, Larry. Well, if you've got that inside track, let me know. Which version of the Fear Agent 20th Anniversary Deluxe are you going for? There are 3 versions. I could show you, maybe.
I still was supposed to send you a picture of the one I have, because I looked and I have volume 2, not volume 1. I think.
Oh, hold on. I think
I need to pick up volume 1.
Is he talking about volume 1?
I've been FOMO'd.
Fear Agent. I have one of them. I have a really old edition. It's really big. And I got it for super cheap. I think it might have some cosmetic issues, but it looks beautiful. It's this big, thick book, but I think it's volume 2 of Fear Agent.
Okay, the Fear Agent cover I like is the Opeña, where the dude's got the gun and a rocket's going off behind his left shoulder. If that helps.
No.
Why don't you just show it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Share that screen. Maybe if I learn how to do that.
Oh.
Is it under present? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I'm the same way when I'm doing a live. In fact, I think I'm going to be doing a live stream a little bit later. I don't know how to work all these buttons.
Okay, are you guys seeing it?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the one that I'll probably get eventually.
That's actually, I like that because the art is the whole cover. It would be even better if it's wraparound kind of thing, but it probably isn't.
It looks like it might be, right? But I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it could be. This one, well, we'll come back to that. Am I still sharing that? How do I stop it? No, I'm
I'm
not.
not sharing anything.
We're 4 squares.
That's what I want.
We are 4 squares, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that, and you wouldn't be lying.
The Opeña variant.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Is that an artist? Because nobody's capitalizing that O, by the way.
Yeah, Jerome Opeña. I think that's how you say it.
I'm getting mad, audience. That's a what
there
do you
we
call
go.
it? A proper noun.
All right, so now we got to go back to this.
Here we are.
Here we go. Okay.
So have you made a decision? Oh, here's the second page.
Yeah, here's page 2.
Okay, Web of Horror. I didn't even know about that. What is that?
Well,
you have to
let
buy
me
that
show
one.
it to you. Let me show it to you.
That's a sell, right? Just from the name. The Web
Right?
of Horror complete.
Let me show you the.
If it's old stuff, if it's something new, Houses of the Unholy. What the
Hold
heck?
on.
You got to get that
All
one.
right. Do you see the complete Web of Horror now?
Horror Maggie's. Oh, what the heck? I have to buy that.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous. Okay, now I
Bernie
can't be on your
Wrightson?
channel anymore.
Look at that. Bernie Wrightson.
Is this
Michael
a photo
Paluda?
or the web page?
This is the web page.
Can you click those little other image, the second image at the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, that one. What's that? Ooh. This is... Oh, that's the slipcase version?
Oh yeah.
I
Is it?
don't know.
That one must be... Or there are two variants or a slipcase. I like this one better with the snake.
It says it's from 1969, special slipcase limited edition, 250 copies.
Slipcase version, regular or special edition, to select which version you want.
But it's $50, and hopefully IST will have it, and it'll be what, 34?
Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a must. But you know, the interior is going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to be black and white.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking so too.
Because it's a horror magazine from the 70s.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that.
As long as it was originally that way, then I'm not too upset about it, right? So that's what that is.
Can you show the other one, Houses of the Unholy? What the heck?
That is the next Brubaker and Phillips book.
Oh,
you want me to find that?
No, that's fine.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
I want to see these old 70s. I'm getting that one. Whoa. Web of Horror. That's the only good thing on this list. Get rid of everything else.
Well, but look how the months are spaced out here. I mean, you go to the bottom here, we're in the 2025.
That's just because you haven't found other things to add yet.
Yeah. They'll be adding.
I'm not actively looking, people. Some of these things
you are. You're watching other channels and you're getting baited.
Once in Future, House of Dan, Spider-Man Complete Black Costume Saga. You know, all that stuff's going to be out in Epic.
Wait, aren't you working?
Elon says, get all the dens on day one. That's what I've been doing. That's pretty much what I've been doing there.
I haven't bought them.
You should get them.
I know. Maybe they'll put a compendium. No.
Well, you know, that material was out of print
so
for like
thin,
30 years. So.
Each one is like so tiny. Aren't they?
Oh, yeah. They're skinny. Yeah.
I'm just like, just don't do that to your fans. Just put them all out in one edition. Charge a lot if you want to, but I want a thick book on my shelf.
Well, you know, that material was out of print for the last like 30 years. You couldn't get it in any form unless you got the original magazines. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Moving on. I started a new thing last month, Kristan. You wasn't here for, but where I show the thumbnails of videos. You did see it. Okay, cool.
I watched.
That have not been released. That weren't on last month's preview. You know what I mean?
What are you doing here?
So this
is that a cabbage person? I'm getting hungry.
This is Fairies of the Fault Lines. It's sort of an art book. It's pretty cool, but that's coming up.
That book looks weird.
And this is my top 10 for March.
Look at your face.
Boy. He's very happy.
Thumbnails, thank goodness they're smaller. No, you look good. I'm sorry.
What do you think?
Don't listen to them.
But what do you think about my photoshopped omnibus here?
I would never buy that Omni.
You know,
I'd be like, that's by sucks.
Well, why is it a tree?
Evergreen.
You haven't put it together yet?
Top 10 Evergreen. Hey, you know what? I'm so slow.
It's okay. It's way early there.
Like,
for
why
you.
is it a tree? He's going, oh, natural. I guess you should take off your shirt. What's going on?
Mark says that's a lot of Larry.
With 3 T's.
and Elon here, he says,
Because of the
telling me
houses
that-
of the
that-
unholy.
yeah, there you go.
I think there's a
So-
whole conversation about evergreen. Maybe I
Well,
don't know
you're going to get it if you watch this video. You're going to get my
Okay.
take on the whole.
because I blew up Kristen's phone during all these recent evergreen conversations and live streams and videos.
Yeah.
And
I missed
yeah.
that. Thankfully.
I spend the first half of this video telling you my criteria and why.
Okay,
So
good.
If that's what you're interested in, you.
Why don't you just tease it? What's your criteria and why?
Give a couple.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, I looked at it not from what are my favorites. I
Thank
tried to
you.
take me out of the
Well,
equation, and
that's
I looked
not-
at.
Evergreen is not favorite. That's not the same word.
But so many people think
That's what some
it
people were.
means.
It seemed like that's what they were choosing.
Well, they're wrong.
Correct.
Exactly.
Wrong.
And I'm going to set this straight because the name of this video is, let's see. Well, it'll be on the next slide. You'll see the title. Well, when I get done with
Okay,
the
that
thumbnail.
one's scary.
Yeah, that was
scary.
I'm
That's
doing my
scary,
Hulk
Larry.
imitation.
Scary. Larry.
Well, I'm trying to do the
Gosh.
Hulk here.
It's
I
do you
love
think?
it. It
Wait,
would
you
make
didn't
me
tell us your
click on
criteria
it.
at all, but
Oh, yeah.
all right.
That's clickbait right
Well,
there.
I'm going to get to it. I'm going to tell you in a minute,
Okay.
Kristen.
Okay.
So then
Is
that'll
that
be
a
after.
new? Is that a new? Is there?
No,
is
it's an
this
old.
book finally coming out? Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a little short that's in that universe, but
oh.
Kristen got me that, and I read it and reviewed it,
God.
so that's coming up.
Nice.
There's that tail action.
I see it. I see it.
We're getting whipped.
There she is.
Which
Yeah.
one you talking about? The Evergreen, Mark? I think that's probably.
No,
I
right.
think he's talking about
Got to be the whole.
The ogre one.
No one's saying that about your evergreen. I'm so sorry, Dad.
Okay.
The ogre one.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to do the Hulk there. So
I'm afraid I'm gonna get cut if I put my arm near the screen. That's a great cover, though, of that omnibus.
yeah, I like it a lot.
Look at that. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. It's good. And then there's the next omnibus. So I'm going through these. So I think that's number 3 of the Peter David Hulk.
That guy's a good artist. Okay, the way you're looking at me, I'm scared again. I'm
Well,
not
you're
going
supposed
near
to be.
your
I'm
Hulk
Hulking here.
omnis. I'm gonna leave them alone. Definitely, I'm staying away from them. Don't worry.
Okay, so that's called the Definitive Marvel Omnibus Evergreen Top 10. According to me. So anyway, my criteria was basically, I'm giving you a preview. It's what is important to the whole Marvel universe, right? And for the historical impact, possible things. It needs to be a seminal work, right? That's important to the line, and not necessarily. And I don't expect a publisher to go by my guidelines, because what fits that criteria may not be the best selling thing,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
So
but that's ultimately what matters for an evergreen title. It's a business.
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, so you lose some realism there. But I'm just talking about from someone that's read Marvel comics for 40 plus years, right? I have an opinion on what I think is a seminal work, what is historically important, and all that. So
Yeah, you have that opinion, but it's the money. It's
Right,
like,
right.
What's going to be an evergreen? Spider-Man, number 1, that first collection, or maybe the Avengers number 1. Like, those are the kind of things. X-Men number 1, possibly. Like, all of those things are going to be evergreens because people just continually buy them.
Yeah, and I think
Uh,
based on the criteria that you shared, because of that, because of the historical importance and all that, a lot of it will line up with sales. That's ideally, like, I think the perfect storm, right? But obviously, like you said, not everything. Whoa,
Why
not
would you make me
everything.
big?
It's not like a wish list of yours. It's just,
Right. I'm just
I
saying,
get
hey,
that.
this.
Yeah.
I think this is what it. And also, I made mine a top 10. So there's a lot of stuff that I think should be evergreen that's not on there, obviously. You know,
Right.
if I kept going deeper past 10, then there would be even more stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Elon said, "You read iZombie?" Yes, I did. Well, I thought it was outside my comfort zone until I read it, and then I realized it wasn't.
You're not going to say anything? You're not going to.
Kristan is often right.
No.
Often,
I gifted that to you. You're not even going to mention it?
I mentioned it all over the video.
He mentioned
How
it
about
last
right
time.
now when someone's talking about it?
Oh, well, I was getting to that.
I don't think you were.
Wow.
He did mention it last week when you weren't here.
Yes, he did.
But not right now when someone's talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, Kristan
Who
gifted
makes
it
you
to me,
react?
and she was right. So there you go.
He was like, I don't like this whole concept. Zombies shouldn't be smart.
Right. Well, they explain it. He has
Kristan, I
great.
need you to hold up a whole Omni and go like this. I like this impression.
And I'm watching the TV show now, and we're into the last season. I think we just started, and there. I won't give too many spoilers here, but there's a restaurant that serves brains, and it's called Romero's. How great is that? That's the name of the It's like a high end,
Can I just? I'll have a little aside. My summer trip, I drove across the country and I stopped in at least three different places that celebrate George Romero. There were statues. There was the mall. They have a plaque and
yeah, I saw that video. That was great.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and I went to the cemetery where he filmed.
To get you, Barbara.
It was
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yep. So I was having fun doing that, trying to find everything. The statues in the little town they have like a tiny park with like 6 little, they're not really like statues or placards. And I could not find that thing. I kept walking around the building. I'm like, it's got to be here. Someone. And I turned and looked, and it was like, I had walked past it like 3 times. It was hard to find though.
That if I ever went there to that cemetery, I'd have to try to reenact that. They're coming to get you, Barbara, and film it for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people
have done that
when they post pictures online of them going like this near the grave, and it's all cool and fun, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
but you do have to remember it's a cemetery and you're supposed to be respectful, but it's like it's too much fun.
William Lee's talking about the one of those evergreen live streams, X-Men 1, not Phoenix. Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
Phoenix Omnibus, that has no business being evergreen. I don't even know why it was published. Okay, that's silly. That's a dumb waste of an Omni.
Which one?
The Phoenix Omnibus is where they just select a bunch of Phoenix stories and cram them in an omnibus. That is so stupid.
Is it stupid because someone bought it?
Yeah, it's not for me.
Maybe it's not stupid for it to exist, but it shouldn't be an evergreen. Jesus,
I agree.
Well, no.
And that was the whole conversation in that live stream that that beat out. I think it beat out Uncanny, right? Volume 1.
Yeah, which is crazy. And Uncanny's on my list. Uncanny 1, of course. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
No, but that doesn't make sense. It sells, and if you have a casual fan who just wants some important stories, they're not big collectors like us. They might want something like that on their shelf. I think that's a perfect evergreen. It's not for us. Like, we have the singles, possibly. We have them collected in their order in your Omnibuy, whatever. But I mean, that's something that would appeal more to a mass market, right? Someone who watched the movies, maybe. So to me, it
want to see more. Yeah.
So it's not really about the fans; it's about who's going to buy them.
But as William Lee says, if you're a casual fan, you're not buying Omnibus. You're probably not.
Not true. You would give it to someone.
I don't know. I agree with that. Like, we are not casual fans, and yeah, so we will go out and buy freaking Omni. I have a ton of them on my shelf that are still wrapped. But if you're a true casual fan, I really doubt you're going in. You probably don't even know what In Stock Trades is yet, or you don't know what all these other sites are yet. You're not walking to a comic book store and dropping $150, $175.
Well,
I
I
just think
agree,
you're
like,
not.
no one's doing lists that way, but I think about like Second and Charles or Ollie's where they're like $30, $20 omnibus, and someone would probably be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure, sure. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then if
News-
they're being discounted that way, then that means they're not selling initially. So then why would you keep it in stock forever? Like the company's not making money.
Well, Second and Charles would be like someone sold it there.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
News Food Channel says he's seen the iZombie omnibus for $17.99 at Ollie's. Huh.
I would
don't
be
know.
so happy if I found that in Ollie's for $17.99.
Yeah. News Food's talking about serving chilled monkey brains, which was a thing at one time. Yeah. Yeah. No one watching movies is paying $125. But is anybody paying $125
That's
for an
the
omnibus?
thing. Like, who
Is
would?
anyone
I
doing
would
that?
never. I wouldn't. I have never.
Well, then
would
who
never.
is buying the Phoenix omnibus, and how would that be an evergreen? So I'm going under the assumption that that is an evergreen because that's what you said. It's an
not.
evergreen.
It's
Someone
not.
put it on the
Why
list of things they want to be an evergreen.
Oh, they want to be. Sorry.
Yeah,
That was.
Yeah.
I went under the premise that it is an evergreen. No,
really?
who would buy that stupid thing? Like no one.
Yeah, William Lee says casual fans would buy a trade from Barnes and Noble.
It's true, but if you were gifting someone something, you might buy something more high end.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
News Please says I've blind bought many omnis based solely on a 2-minute recommendation of others.
It's honest.
Yeah. Still Life says I think Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 should be evergreen before 1 because it contains the most well-known X-Men story. Yeah, I struggled with that on my top 10, and well, you'll see what happens. I mentioned that. Go ahead. Do what?
Volume 1s will always sell more than Volume 2s.
Yes,
Sure.
and I agree. My X-Men are in Uncanny Volume 2. That's my personal X-Men. That's the one. But I think 1 needs to be in the top 10. 2 would be in the top 20. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the criteria you use. I'm trying to separate my just personal.
I had 1, 2, and 3 volumes, the Omnis. I sold them because I got the epics.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a popular opinion here.
I sold my Volume 2.
Sell your Volume 1 and Volume 3 and 4.
Well, I plan to.
Someone will buy
is
them.
the one that's like out of print right now, I think.
Oh, it is okay.
It's a better argument than Phoenix on. Yeah, I think so.
What's still like 77? I don't know what that is.
That's a username.
I got some person.
Oh.
Eric Escott says, I never find anything good at all. He's so jealous of these Omni finds. Yeah, it is the Ollie Queen. She's found some stuff there.
I wouldn't say queen. I mean, it's been a while since there's been like amazing things there.
You've had some good hits, though.
Yeah.
Too many YouTube videos about what you can find at Ollie, so everyone's going there and scouring them.
That's right. Don't tell
we don't have
anyone.
Ollies here, unfortunately.
News Please says, I never bought an omnibus at full price and don't go above MSRP. The closest I've been was the X-Men Eva Destruction oversized hardcover for $15 under. Okay. Well, I have bought, I think, maybe 3 Omnis out of probably over 100 that I paid cover or above. And it was dumb both times, and I won't ever do it again. But I think I bought Man-Thing for about cover. And I think Avengers, maybe Volume 1, I paid too much for, or 2. I paid about cover or better, And that was when there was no chance of them. I mean, no talk of them being reprinted at that point.
Right.
I won't do it again though. Not happening.
I might have to buy an omnibus that I might have to pay more than cover price for, because remember, Sleepy Reader gifted me a bunch of Savage Swords, and those are not gonna. I'm sure they're not gonna be put into Epics. And I don't have volume 1, and I don't have like one of the volumes in the middle, so I might have to end up.
Titan is supposed to be, Titan is supposed to be rolling all those out,
Yeah, but they won't be the same. And what happens in the case of other publishers publishing, they don't include the covers, and I absolutely hate that. For example, I think
Titans don't have the covers.
I don't know, but I remember Dark Horse, I think, did the Conan. They printed all the Conans at one point. There was another company that printed all the Conans before.
Oh, right. Dark Horse did it in trays. They had all the Marvel stuff in trays at one time.
And there were no covers. They just printed them. I don't know what happened.
You're right.
Like, that's horrible. I would never pay for something like that. It's just, and I hate that. For example, with Image, when I go to buy something on Image, I'm always scared because I bought the Spawn, the first Spawn compendium, and he didn't put the covers in it. I was like, what the hell? And I spent my money on that, and then luckily they put out a companion hardcover book with all the first 100 covers in it. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, you get your fans so many times because you put Spawn out in like 1,000 different versions. You never know which one to buy. It's just, and then they go out of print before you finish the run. It's like, I don't know what they're doing to their fans, but that was horrible. And then I bought, I think, a Savage Dragon, or no, it was Shadowhawk or something like that. And it came, and it was that newspaper crap. It looked like one of those like essentials. I'm like, who's printing those in this day and age? So I spent money on that, and I was like, what the heck? Like, I don't trust Image anymore when it comes to that kind of stuff. There was a mini rant for you.
Kristan, give us your Boom Buffy rant about covers.
I hate that.
Did they take out the covers?
I think you said there was no covers in the Boom Buffies, and you were all bent about it. Remember?
I don't remember. You sound more bent than me.
Do you remember that, Mary? Am I imagining things?
I remember No, I'm thinking of Giant Days, I think. The Giant Days recent debacle, right? Am I right, Kristan?
I just got mine in the mail, too. They did make it right.
Okay, that's what I remember. I don't remember the Buffy ones, though.
They're here.
Oh.
What is that?
Giant Days. So Boom did a Kickstarter, and they had these were like the original editions that came out. And so if you have these, they continue them because they stopped at 3. And there were 6. So then they sent them out, but they were, I don't have the other ones near me. They were not the same. Like there was no texture because this has like a nice like texture. There were no like indents or anything. The spines were like printed on instead of like embossed. They were totally different than they said they would be. And they first tried to get out of it, and then enough people complained. So they were like, okay, this is what you want. We're going to send these back to the printer. We'll send you copies. So they're real now. They at least made it right.
Yeah, seriously. I was surprised to hear that they did it.
Yeah, I was.
Well, they screwed up completely. So that was the right thing to do. But
they're eating a lot of money because of their mess up.
Absolutely.
Well, they made it right for their fans. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, I was thinking
don't know what Giant Days is, but that's okay. I got an overview of the cover. What is it? I'm an ignoramus.
All right, Kristan.
Okay, so it's set in the UK, and there are 3 best friends going through college together, and it's about their lives. It's very funny, very, very funny, and it's one of my favorite series of all time.
Nice. Those are beautiful books. Are they all 3 the same color, or do they have different shades?
No, they're different colors.
Oh,
there's a green and a blue.
I think I want those.
All the spines will look nice. Yeah,
very nice.
There's 6 of them. So there's 6.
Yeah, there's 6.
That looks fun.
It's very fun. They're coming out with like new editions right now that are also like
See,
different
now
colors.
I have to add this to my FOMO list. First I got
Right.
Web of Horror. Now I got Giant Days.
Yeah, it's so fun.
There we go. And see, when I first heard of that Giant Days, and she was talking about, and I seen the font of the title and stuff, I thought, oh, wow, that might be cool. It sounds like it's going to be about, the days when there were giants. And I was thinking this fantasy myth thing, and then and then it was like, oh, damn, not any of that.
You should
I
read
can-
it though.
I can probably get those really bad covers for cheap.
I bet you could.
Oh, you probably could.
Basically, read the first Giant Days trade.
Oh,
Interesting.
Canada. Blame Canada.
Eric Escott says, speaking of Savage Sword, I just finished the Solomon Kane Omni. It was a little repetitive, but I really enjoyed it. Great stuff if you like Robert E. Howard. Yeah, I highly recommend that if you do. I have it, and I read it all in the singles, which I had and still have a lot of it. Yeah, I like that stuff. Bill Weast is here. Hey, Bill.
To come to think of it, a lot of that old stuff, right? I don't think people ever thought they'd be read consecutive, like one right after the other. And so they were put out monthly, and a lot of comic books
Sometimes they adapt the same thing, but years apart, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably why you get that little bit of repetition. But Mark Bell says, easy on blaming Canada.
Canada. What was that? Terrence and Stamp or whatever, those little cartoons? Their mouths went up and down like that. Do you remember those? Terrence and something?
I do not.
What is that? That's South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. That movie's hilarious.
Okay, so do you want to read it, David?
You're promoting me? Aw. So yeah, March of the Mammoths. That's going to be Saturday, March 30th. And I picked 4 kind of massive things. So the book is The Arabian Nights Volume 1. If I'd known, I would have brought everything as for show and tell. So if you want, just jump in, read one of the famous stories, or get like a compendium of the best stories. If you want to take part in it, you don't have to read the whole thing. It is 3 volumes, and each volume is about 1,000 pages. So there you go. I started already, and I'm loving it. The music is a 3 CD Wynton Marsalis called Blood on the Fields, and it's about slavery. I also started that. It's really interesting. It doesn't follow like traditional rhythms. And so I think he's bringing in a lot of traditional like African-American rhythms into this opera. So it's really strange, but I'm also really enjoying that. The movie is not Andre. What did I say yesterday when I was all tipsy? Tchaikovsky. It's Andre Tchaikovsky. Stalker. So that's a 3-hour epic. I only watched that so far when I was drunk. A lot of people talk about how boring this movie is, but there's a lot to it. So that one's, I think, going to be interesting. And then the graphic novel, as you have it up here, is Monsters by Barry Windsor Smith. And that's a big old tome as well. I actually started that. One, really good. Go ahead.
This one has been in my my TBR for a long time. Yeah. And I'm taking it out of its proper order so I can read it fully before your show, because I'm planning on barging in there for a little bit with you.
And look at that. Like, what has he got, like a stick all the way through his ear? Yeah, that's so gross.
It looks like a flag.
Yeah, flag? On like a string or a line or something. It's going all the way through his head. Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith art is quirky. It's so interesting. It's different. So I'm really looking forward to it.
This was originally going to be a Hulk story, and it never worked out. So he changed it around and made it his own.
Something he worked on for like 30 years off and on. And then this book was on the top 10 lists of everybody when the year it came out. Yeah, Monsters
is here. Now we're elevated. Come on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way,
Kristan,
those that care, Monsters is on Hoopla. If anybody uses Hoopla.
Oh yeah, so we were talking about how it's available for free. So yeah, you can grab that on Hoopla. So there you go. That's my show for March. I got a lot of prep to do for this one. The Arabian Nights alone.
Yeah, a lot of homework.
Have you read Monsters?
I'm sorry. I started it and I loved it, but for some reason I put it down and I just didn't get back to it. So now I'm gonna force myself through it. Yeah, I didn't put it down because it was bad in any way. I just got busy. Anybody else have read it here?
I haven't read it yet.
Kristan, have you read it yet?
No.
No.
Mm.
Do you have it?
No. Why would I have it? It's on Hoopla.
Okay. Are you gonna read it? Are you gonna read it?
The art
Probably not.
is Barry Windsor Smith. I bought it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I just don't want a bummer right now. Not interested in a bummer.
Oh
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be a bummer, I think.
It is going to be a bummer. I know enough
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, look at the cover. It looks like a
It looks like a bummer.
Yeah, it really does. So I'm planning on reading that one before that. Mark Bell says it's not an easy read. It's not. I'll pick this up in an afternoon and read a book.
Mm.
It's gonna be a downer.
Yeah.
Well, there you
I've got
go.
to read it.
News
Yeah,
Pooey.
I got.
Read it and join us on Saturday, March 30th. It's a bummer and a bit of a life thinker. A bumper.
And so I'm going to be busy that weekend because then after that,
whatever.
Wait a minute. The next day, I got another one. The next day.
Book club, the Omni dot, which is Aerosmith.
Oh, Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Yeah.
By music. What is that?
You love that band.
I do love that band. No, this is about it's like an alternate history thing where there are dragons in World War II, I guess, or one. I don't know which one it is, but
so
and
smart.
they have
It looks
dragons.
like it's tongue in cheek too. So smart in their fine uniforms.
yeah, love that title. Yeah.
Who publishes this?
This is I think it's Image.
Oh.
And I think there's a volume 2, but it's in trade and it's never had a hardcover for volume 2. But I think it can be read, standalone because it is the first one anyway. But it's not very expensive on IST. It's like $15. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm about to.
Well, if it's Image, it's also on Hoopla for those who have them.
Yeah, it probably is. I think it is. Pretty sure it is. Gore likes the drama and tragedy, so he's at home with books like Monsters.
Mm.
Mark Bill says, anybody going to Indiana Comic-Con?
No.
I wish I was, but I'm not.
I'm going to a
You
convention.
never want to go to anything.
I want to go to all the things. I just don't do it.
I'm going to a convention this month.
Are you?
It's the first time there's a vintage paperback convention in Glendale, which is
Nice.
kind of a suburb of Los Angeles, and I've never been to one of those. This is a new kind of hobby for me, so I'm kind of looking forward to that.
That sounds
Sounds
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I'll watch that video.
Reed's got a good
Absolutely.
take. He says he wished there was an alternate universe where Steven Tyler has to fight in World War II, and in the end, we still get honking on Bobo. Yes. I'm on. I mean, I'm for it. I agree.
And he never wrote or sang "Love in an Elevator."
You don't like that one?
Horrible. And dude looks like a lady. I hate that song.
Yeah.
But we
it
still
has
get
not-
Pink.
Yeah, we want
has
Pink,
to
and we
stay.
want. Yeah, Pink is awesome.
Mm.
Pink is superior to those. Yeah.
I
News
don't know
Pooey
that
Channel
song,
says
and I'm glad. I think.
you don't know that song.
I hope I don't. It sounds awful. My mind is going in weird places.
No, it's a good
Yeah.
one.
I don't want to
Oh,
know that song.
It's a good
I'm
one.
I'm not
now
a
I have to
fan of
send it
that
to you.
song.
I'll send you the video. News Pooey says I believe
Mayor's
that
like,
book
no.
came out right.
It's just about the color.
Wrong.
Wrong.
If Aerosmith is singing it, it is not.
I mean, but there's like lines about the color.
It's about young girls. I know it. It's gonna be gross.
Ew. If it is, I
Yes.
hate it.
Yeah.
David,
I
I
never got that
nasty.
impression.
gross.
David
Well,
don't
hey,
like
I
it.
haven't listened to it since I was a kid,
Oh,
where
you
I
were-
liked it. So
You were so innocent then,
Yeah.
Kristan.
But apparently my dad still is. He's like, that's not what it's about.
Wrong.
I think it's about a
Larry.
lot of things, but we'll talk
Pull
about
up
it.
the lyrics right now, Larry. Pull
All
them
right, I'm
up.
getting ready
I want to.
Uh,
I want to see what
news
the
Oh, this
lyrics
is gonna be
says,
bad. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
It's
the
gonna
book
be
came
real
out-
bad.
all right. I'm
Pull the
going in
lyrics
another
up.
tab right now.
I want to see what the lyrics to Pink are. I don't even know if I know that song. Maybe I do.
I bet you do.
It
You
was a
blocked
big
it out.
hit.
I really hope he's talking about art and how he goes to the museum and Pink just
Sure.
overwhelms him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Such Such a bright color.
or maybe it's an anti-gay song. You never know. You
Mm.
never know with this guy. Let's see. I mean, dude looks like a lady is not.
Yeah, it's not a good song now.
Yeah, something about it now, just doesn't
I
fit.
guess it never was a good song. We just didn't
Well,
have the.
yes, but in our 2024 eyes.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't like it when it came out.
I was a kid, so what do I know?
Pink.
Probably
It's
shouldn't
my
read these
new
out loud.
obsession.
Yeah, this is like not a good idea.
Pink on the lips of your lover. Oh, because pink is. Oh wait, I'm trying to read them, but
Okay,
it's
sorry,
real
go ahead.
small. Because pink is the love you discover. Pink, it's hard to see. It's small. Pink. I'm getting like real close. Pink as the Bing.
Trying to make it bigger here, but
See,
I'm pressing on the wrong thing.
as the
You
Bing
should probably just
on
not
your
do this.
cherry.
This is a really bad idea.
Yeah, no, I already.
I don't know
Pink,
why you're doing this.
All right.
I honestly, it's a very bad idea.
Bad idea. Okay.
I told you it was a bad song. Who can sing it? Go ahead. Who's gonna sing that? I still don't know this song. Does it goes
You can
pink,
probably sing it.
pink, pink?
Orphan out this troubled souls. That's what it's about.
We're gonna get you banned, Larry. Someone's gonna complain.
Demonetized. Yes. Rising Phoenix says, Larry, are you sending Kristan to any convention soon for signatures? I just want to make sure I don't miss the rant video. Well, I don't have any immediate plans, but it's always a possibility.
Not this year. I'm not going to any convention this year.
Yeah. Reed says it's taking a weird turn.
I'm saying.
Sorry, that was my fault. I wanted to explore.
Gore.
You guys should just ban me from the.
Should have listened to the chat.
Larry, this is a
man.
bad idea. A little too late.
I said it a few times before he even brought it up.
Pink is the one with a white background on all the bodies that Steven Tyler's head was CG'd onto.
Mm.
It's CGI'd.
Oh, CG'd.
I like Sigil better.
CG'd.
Oh,
CGI. When Reed
yeah,
says-
when Reed says it's a bad idea, we've stepped over a line.
That's
sure.
We didn't do anything. That was
Garage Geek is banned. I won't be getting my invite next.
Bad influence. Bad influence. I'm crying over here. Well, here's everybody's stuff. Maybe if I can do it. So there's where you can find the rest of my power panel, my all-star power panel, right there.
And let me ask a question. When is your Kristan and Mary? When's your next live stream? I just happened to come across the last one.
Oh, cool. Are we still good for Thursday, Kristan?
Well, I was going to ask you because
Listen,
I
this
know
week-
you've got stuff going on.
last week was my fault. Work was out of hand. This week, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, so,
So
Thursday.
What time do you start now?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. CST.
That's right.
Did I do that right?
You nailed it.
Okay, good.
And you don't include my time. That's weird. You say two because you're both in two different time zones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Central
so that's
Eastern.
why you did that.
Yeah.
So we know
So
that.
5 o'clock my time.
Yes.
We're spanning 3 time zones here.
Yes.
Pretty
Oh
awesome.
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
And the United States only has 3. Wait, did we have 3 or 4?
Well, there's Mountain Time.
I got like
yeah,
6.
yeah,
I don't know.
you're right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right. There's Mountain.
I hate it. I hate that.
I like
Gore
it.
says maybe that should be a. I don't know how you pronounce that.
There's other things I
That's
hate in
you.
life that are way worse than
That's you.
I remember that song.
like
in
the
that
song
group, though.
Pink.
I remember that group. Oh hell, that is right on the nose. Yeah. Troubled
The
Souls,
panel.
the panel.
No, don't blame Kristen and Mary.
No.
I like that song.
Well, in that new is it an A24 film, Civil War? They've got Texas and California having an alliance together, which that seems completely unrealistic. So, you guys seen those trailers
I haven't.
No.
for Civil War? You should look that up. It looks pretty wild. I think
I
it's called Civil
generally
War.
like A24 movies. It's like almost every one of them is interesting. Minimum.
Yeah. Did you hear that Apple has ordered a TV series of Neuromancer, William Gibson's Neuromancer?
I hope it's better than the book.
Oh, I love the book. You didn't like the book?
Yuck. I forced myself to read it because it's a classic, but man, it's boring.
Yeah, I haven't read it a lot of years. It was probably about maybe 15 years ago I read it. And
It's one
I
of
liked
these
it.
classics that are important because it influenced the genre, right?
It
But,
created the genre, really.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
so. Another one like that is that there's this one. What is this one book that everyone screams about? Oh, Brave New World. Ugh, so boring.
Haven't read the other ones then, have you? The Johnny
The second
Mnemonic,
and third? No, I haven't.
Mona Lisa Overdrive and Burning Chrome. Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
love all of it.
Yeah. I mean, there's just some books aren't for some people. I shouldn't say it's boring. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I'm
get
not. What's that genre called? Steampunk? No, not
Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk.
Maybe I'm not a cyberpunker. I mean, I can't even say CGI. Jilled.
Gore says the panel reaction to monsters will be
Bless
interesting.
you. It's because you had that tail all around your. Oh, that was a
Right.
weird thing. Okay, you have the cat all around your head.
All right. I think we covered it all. You guys got anything to add?
All
No,
good over here.
it's shower time for me.
Yeah. Subscribe to the Comic Slayer.
I feel dirty now.
Godspeed. And everybody, here's their info again. So check them out. Miriam is Miriam's Bookstagram on Instagram. Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. And we should be back next month, the first Saturday of next month. But there'll be a lot more content from all 4 of us before then. So be on the lookout for that. And
Bye,
we will
everybody.
see you. Bye.
Bye,
Thanks for showing
everyone.
up in the chat, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.